The gender gap in many industries is a persistent problem that has been around for generations. While there have been some efforts to close the gap, there is still much work to be done. Creating joint programs with educational institutions is one way to address the gender gap. Such programs can create opportunities for both men and women to gain knowledge and skills to help them succeed in the workplace. The first step in creating joint programs with educational institutions is to identify the areas of gender disparities. This may include areas such as salary, promotion opportunities, and access to leadership roles. By understanding where the gaps exist, it is possible to address them in a meaningful way. Once the areas of gender disparities have been identified, the next step is to develop a plan to close the gap. This could include introducing courses or workshops to help men and women gain the knowledge and skills to succeed in the workplace. It could also include offering mentorship programs to provide guidance and support. Other initiatives could include providing scholarships or internships to help women pursue their career aspirations. In addition to providing education, joint programs with educational institutions can also focus on creating a more inclusive and supportive work environment. This could include introducing policies to promote a greater degree of gender equality in the workplace. It could also include providing support for employees who face gender-based discrimination. Creating joint programs with educational institutions is just one way to address the gender gap. There are many other strategies that can be employed to close the gap. For example, companies can introduce flexible working arrangements, offer parental leave, and provide equal pay for equal work. They can also promote more women into leadership roles and make sure that men and women are given the same opportunities for advancement. Ultimately, closing the gender gap requires a coordinated effort from both the private and public sectors. Companies should take the lead in creating joint programs with educational institutions to provide greater opportunities for both men and women. At the same time, governments should continue to work towards creating regulations that promote gender equality. With a concerted effort, it is possible to make progress in closing the gender gap and creating a more equitable and inclusive workplace.